Greetings, traveler.
So according to HS Replay, Priest is really bad right now, but I haven't tried it, so let's give it a shot.
I won't let you down.
So there's, on one hand, less dragons, but on the other hand, there's also, well, no, I'll put it like this, there's less Duskbreakers, but there should be more Matriarchs. I think it's not the Amber, I think it's either the Scream or the Duskbreaker. Like the Amber is just a big boy, a good big boy usually, but it's just a big boy nonetheless. And we're not dying because we don't have big boys right now. So before the hotfix you would pick the Breaker here, but they have reduced the number of Breakers offered. Matriarch itself is also rare, but they changed the bucket, so you should be able to see it more. The Scream is the safer pick. I feel like the Duskbreaker hits harder for, but Scream deals with Steed as well, right? If you're ever in that spot. That's pretty big, being able to shuffle a Steed. So why don't we think about the archetype we want? I think it's still, I actually don't know, I don't have a clue. We can do either control or, but it feels like with the Shaman control, I just had no chance, right? Because I sat back and the advantage they were able to accumulate on the board was beyond my ability to repair when I was playing control. Now I didn't have volcanoes, right? So Scream in a way is Volcano, where it's just like, no matter what's on the board, it's gonna go down, right? The Duskbreaker does hit a lot earlier, but it's less reliable. I wonder what Collins would have wanted here. I think he might have gone for the Breaker. It's just a little difficult to estimate with the offering rates. We'll go with the Scream. Let's see what we get. Hey, thank you Thinot for the 300 bits. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Good to see you, man. I think this might be the loot order, just the way how we normally want to play, just pick oracles, pick loot orders and shit, right? Priest, I'll go with the messenger. It's our boy. Temple is also really good. Ooh, a wee bit of a low roll. Is the Rascal ever a thing we want? Is there any priest shenanigan we can do with that card? It's probably just to throw more Farseer. Because Rascal and priests, we might even pick Guild Recruiter, right? And then it's so bad. Yeah, but there's not really the 5 mana silence guy isn't really there anymore. Right? Could be the Brewer. It's Brewer or Yeti for sure. I feel like the Brewer is like a tiny bit better. It's close though. Isn't the 1/1 for 1 better than 2/3 for 3? Technically just pure tempo, yes, but we're never going to just want a 1/1 for 1 unless it does what our boy Oracle does, right? We're gonna pick up almost every Oracle we see, so the Thunder Lizards has some merit. I guess it's the Brew. Maybe make something there. Good morning, I'm having. Thank you for the 3 months in a row. Welcome back. Thought about it as a ping in a non-ping class. Well, we won't have the board against Pallies or Rogues early, right? So it's a ping that we can't direct. It's like turn 4, you would like ping your opponent's 2/6 and be like, I pinged him, and you'd be like, what? It's considering the Spellstone, but I think it's the Brew. Ooh. Could have been on double Duskbreaker duty. It might be the Shadow Priest. Just stuff to stall them, right? I think with the Psychic Scream picked up earlier. It could still be the Breaker, even though you would feel like you're a little bit committed. The Ambers are good. The Ambers are good. But we want Mind Control 100% to deal with Steed. I think we're gonna go with the Cabal. Ooh. Do we just pick the Obsidian here? I don't think a second... I mean, we could pick a second Scream. But then we're gonna run out of stuff, right? Because we might get some Novas and shit. I think it's not Amber. Well, it could still be Amber, right? It's just like guaranteed statue is nice, of course. So you pay 1 mana more, but it's always a good one. Because you can Amber Ysera and stuff, but when you're dying, Ysera's not so good. I think it's not the Scream, I think we settle for 1 Scream. Let's see if Lightforge has a huge difference between these. Yeah, they rate the Amber higher as well. But we're doing, like, I feel like tier lists, not that they can't be trusted right now, but I don't even know what I'm drafting for, so I don't feel like I can rely on a tier list, right? Pretty much a second Scream. I don't think we want a second Scream this early, because we might still curve out okay. Because if you pick 2 Screams, you're gonna be so sad versus mages and priests and, right? Close. Proc would be okay. Hey. Hey. Ooh, Embrace is so good right now with the steeds, right? We need all of them. The Mystic is a bit awkward in Priest, but we don't have 3s. I don't think we're gonna be sitting back too much. You enjoy the pain. Why the pain, guys? Explain. Specifically with the 11.0.1 hotfix in mind, right? Steed? We're not painting steeds, my friend. We're caballing them or we're embracing them. I think you need the Mystic for where we're at with our curve. I think we're getting some value cards. That's really close. You could pick any of these once again. I think it's not the shield. It's either the fly or the pain. And I think with what I'm playing currently, it might be the fly. Because we have the lizard and it gives you such a reliable play on one. Does Collins make co-op yet or later? Collins will be online later. We're caballing steeds, that seems hard to do. Seems relatively as easy to do as painting a steed, right, D-Nick? I think we're gonna try to be relevant. Okay. Okay. Not exactly what we had in mind. Pick some early game. Ooh, the tempo came back. These are all good cards. Nice. Oh, give me 2 drops. Ooh. Holy Water wouldn't be terrible, but for Oracle more better. Ooze every time. These picks went really fast because it was just like good card, or all that, all that. I think we like the Madness more than the Pain, but I can see the Pain now. But the Madness has been really annoying every time. You don't like the deck at all? That's fine. I haven't liked any of the decks I've drafted. That's a lie though. I'm just drafting somewhat specifically to learn. Well, Nars, you don't want to paint a 3/7 that spawns a 2/6, right? So I assumed that he was talking about painting the 2/6. Because if your ambition is to paint a steeded dude, that's just gonna leave a 2/6 behind. That doesn't really do anything, right? Thoughtsteal? Yeah, it's whether you need it or not, and I think with 3 oracles we might not need it. Like, I'm even considering another messenger. No, I don't think I can craft every card in gold, Elfie Delphi. Crip tried it and he never got there, and he played way more on his account than I have. Like, Crip gave up on trying to craft every card golden. At least by just, you know, saving up his dust. He might get there just because I think he buys a lot of packs for the pack opening hype stream, right? So. Yes, baby. Ooh, I think all our choices, right? All our choices, they just culminate into this, where we have 2 MCs. My god. It's like every time we went for like, nah, I'm just gonna go for the Firefly. Nah, I'm just gonna go for the Mystic, right? All those choices, suddenly you're like, 2 mind controls. That's pretty sick. Okay, I feel way better about the deck right now. I can see the second Scream now with 2 MCs, but I'll settle for a Scream and 2 MCs. You know? Ooh, and a premium 3-drop. Like, Holy Water's fine, but with the 2 MCs we don't need it. Like, you just want to not die right now. These are all fairly good. We have the Squashling for the Akanai memes, and we have the Binding Heal. But this is not the kind of deck where Akanai is premium. It could just be the 2-drop, honestly. I think it's just the 2-drop for what we're doing. Sunwalker or Elixir? With this curve, we can definitely do Elixir. Thank you for the sub. Luxor 333. How you doing, Luxor? For the record, we would have had Triple Breaker with a Scalebane, but I don't think that's better than what we have now. I think as we have the double MC, we go for double Scream? Question mark, question mark? I can see the Amber as well. This is actually, it's a really good pick to evaluate your deck and see what you need. But I think we have Embrace as well, right? We have Embrace, we have Amber, we have 2 MCs. And we have Triple Oracle, we got Elixir. So what I'm doing now is I'm making an estimate of how much value, how much pure value the deck has. And when it comes to pure value, it looks pretty okay for what we are playing against. Right? Because a lot of Paladins and Rogues are going to have way less value than us to begin with. If I had 1 MC, I think I want the Amber. But I think with 2 MCs we go double Scream. We were not shooting for an aggro deck.
I will fight with honor.
The light shall bring victory.
Could look for a Scream, we could look for 1-drops. Keep the Madness. I think with the Amani start, we're good to look for a Scream or a 1-drop. Yep, looking pretty good. You got offered no MCs in your last pre-strat? It does happen, of course. It's not a guarantee every time. So Amani has a lot of upsides, but if he coins a 3-3... 3-3s are somewhat rare these days anyway, and a 3-4 it's kind of the same, so... I guess we go for the upside. Here comes the 3-drop.
For the crusade!
Murloc would have been okay against that.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Not bad. Playing the 3-4 instead of the Murloc, because it's a bit easier for him to deal with the Murloc. Or if he has a taunt or something like that.
Let me
Yeah, go easy on the S's, guys. Go easy on the S's, right? I don't want to burn anyone's life savings here. If he kills a 3-4, we could set up for a freeze here. Maybe kill it with the Murloc. If he makes a dude, it's really bad into Consecrate. So that's kind of the thing here, right? You can freeze the 6-1 and Murlocs. If he has Consecration, we are a little sad. You can kill the 2-2 and play 2 Squashlings. Heal up your Armani to play around the Consec. And then you have your guys. You can still double Squashling next turn if you want to. It's actually a tough one.
I wonder.
Who you want me?
Consecration's really bad, we'll acknowledge that. But if I heal the Amani, a lot of other things are fairly bad. Like any regular 4-drop. That is quite the reward. So it appears our opponent does not have an AoE effect. We can Brewmaster the 2-2. Could also play Squashlings next turn, brew a Squashling. But that's a little bit too cute, I think. So we could have a 5-4 and a 2-1. Or we could have a bunch of 2-1s. We always do this and this. I know I could have brewed the 1-1 to replay it, but I don't think that's better. I think we just brew back the freeze effect, so we have 8 mana mind control. Make a new option. Bet maybe. Bet maybe. You get the satisfaction of playing a bet. You never lose any money, but you will also not make any money. Who would be down for a bet maybe? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah. Think I'll brew back the freeze so I have an 8 mana MC. You embrace something and then you freeze it. Bet maybe all. Cabal off the top here, because we're good at the game. Yeah, I think I will die an early death with all this blood magic I'm using. At some point, right? I think I'll just collapse.
Let me change your mind.
Player on MC tech? I think that's fair. Pretty far ahead right now. New card, I didn't know. It feels like a new card, right? Yeah. Yeah, I did have the MC in my hand, so it does make for a bit of a confusing statement. It's like in one of those animes where you make a pact with the devil. You get all these powers, but you die an early death. Just got our very, very slow Sunday morning start. But we'll get into it, guys. I was playing very poorly yesterday, so I'm trying to build a little confidence.
Reporting for duty.
Anime. You have to do it in a specific order? I don't believe so. It will just go off anyway.
Bring the pain.
A little boop. Ooh. It's the classic problem where we're winning too hard as priest and our opponent isn't playing things.
Another round.
I think we're just gonna go off with squashlings and let him AoE if he has it right. Ta-da! We have a board. I think that's entirely possible where Turno's at. I knew it. Should have left a spot. On the other hand, now he can't add and doomsay me, so... I feel like I'm wasting my blood magic against the guy who has Magma Rager.
The victory is yours.
Thank you, man.
Anduin versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
The light shall bring
So
victory.
versus Rogues and Pallies, I would be inclined to keep the Scream. Versus a Druid, with 2 Screams in the deck, I think we're good to keep just this, right? Have something early. Playing on an A. We are indeed, or we are in fact, not playing on an A. Okay, let's think about this one. If he hero powers, we play both the ones. That seems fair.
We will devour thee.
You were just checking the streamer and you demoralize them with your comment. What? What'd I do, man? What'd I do? Oh, I wouldn't be too sure, Master Y, that I qualify right now. Next turn we can charge for a 2-6 if you want to with the coin. Divine Shield here and bump seems a little weird. I think we just play our boys. See what we get from the Oracle. I don't think we pre-hit, right? It just makes it easier for him to make 2 kills. Ah, okay, Tina. I got you, man. A Bard skin?
Speak your peace.
Okay. If we Elixir and bump next turn... Oh, I can't Messenger it next turn. So if we Messenger and hit it now... It's kind of weird, because I feel like we want to coin Cabal to get back in the game. But this won't be able to attack anything. If we shield and go in, it goes to 2. This trades here, this trades here. And everything sucks after that. So maybe I do just need the 2-6 on board and bump. And the next turn Elixir the 2-6. If we bump here, we'll probably try to kill these without taking damage on this guy, right?
Neither snow nor rain nor wind.
So I don't like this play, but I like the alternatives less. That's why we're going for it. Because it feels like I will not be able to do anything regardless. Because we don't want to charge a 6-2 into the 2-5, right? Which will probably no longer be a 2-5, it'll be trading by then. So for the curve I would have much preferred to coin the 6.
It claims me.
Okay, that's fairly good. He might be setting up a roar lethal, so we have to be a bit careful there. So we don't have enough to kill both of them. We can elixir the rush to kill the 2/4. It's unfortunate we didn't get the lizards on 3, that would have solved everything. I think we probably just lizard and kill the 2/3, because elixir doesn't seem like it provides enough value for what it does here. This goes off in a lot of cases in our deck, so unfortunate. It's got 17 damage with the roar right now. He's taunt in the deck. Well, I didn't draft the scavenger. Just saying. Ooh, I feel like he has the roar. Never mind. If that is the turn, then oh my god. We are stabilizing. That's really nice. Basically solves our problem. Dunk, dunk. Okay. You could embrace the Hogger, but he'll just sack it. So it's better to just take care of business here.
Let me change your mind.
Hakanai doing some work. Let me change your mind. Yoink.
I don't need any of you.
Let me change your mind again. Oh, we could embrace that potentially. It's not a bad embrace target, to be honest. He will clear your board. And then you get a 4/6. What's the alternative? We play the temple and we just chill. It's not a bad time to embrace, because then we can temple the taunt, scavenger it the turn after. He might just jam an Ironbark after this. It's a lot of trading, right? So I think we're good with it. We just need him to not hit our face, and embracing that makes it hard for him to hit face. If he Ironbarks, the 4/5 lives, or he just double trades, which is also fine.
What to do?
Hey, Frozen Flame. It's the classic error against priest, guys. Never make a strong minion, because then the priest will take it. Priest's like, nice minion you got there. Guess I'll just have to take it.
Time waits for no one.
And make it even stronger. Sure. My man, what are you doing?
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
I'm guessing he's got a squipe. A squipe? He's got a squipe, guys. Careful for the squipe. Don't even care if he MCTs, right? Because that minion should have been dead. Anyway. Shady are playing on an A. Let's just not talk about which server we're playing on, you know. No need for that. Oh, cool. This is the mind control chilling turn. He knows it's coming. Oh, actually that was a bad buff for UI. But then again, I just steal the dragon, hit him in the face, get things over with. I buffed there to just try to keep it alive for the scavenger next, not next turn, but the turn after next. And I mean, on its own, it's a pretty good buff. It's just a little vulnerable to UI and trade. That's not a UI. Oh, that's the swipe he had? Yeah. Let's see if we still want to steal it then. Yeah, definitely. Just because we get to push so much face.
Put this apple on your head.
Not the knife juggler.
Truth is my shield.
Please don't tell me you're gonna make me trade into that. Really? Okay.
The frozen winds guide me.
It's really the first wave of testing.
You asked for it.
The light.
And then hopefully next week I have a fairly good idea of what I want. It's totally possible to miss lethal. I think I might be able to full clear his board and not attack with something and still have lethal. Morning, Rack. Morning, morning. Yeah, real life no respawn. It's really weird in real life.
Time runs out on me.
Like that only happens when you're playing against a really new person, right?
The light protects me.
Can you start the deck tracker? It's actually already running, but I forgot to switch the scene. I mean, no, I'm remembering every card in my deck, and you guys should too. Oh, here it is. Behind the scenes. Shady's dirty little secrets.
I wonder.
How dramatic is a meta shift? I think I might have a bit of an...
Time runs out on me.
Like, I don't think my idea of it right now is very good, because it feels massive. I think it's between really big and a moderate shift. But I haven't been able to play enough yet to accurately describe it. Triple Oracle? Yes, sir. I think we're gonna guess runes here. So let's play the lizard and see if we can pick something that's okay versus runes. I guess health makes us not lose any health versus runes. It's sick that a 6 HP minion still dies to runes. Holy shit. Oop. It's a little disturbing, right? Huh. It's like, yeah, I got the health, now it dies, but at least I don't take any face damage. I should draft some runes. So just playing the messenger here is fine. But it feels like you play the brew and then you have it as a fireball for next turn.
I wonder. I'll put it on your head.
Close to having every class less than 50 win rate. Yeah, it's cool. I want to test a bunch of stuff for myself, especially priest. Especially priest, yeah. We got unlucky? Ah, it's okay, cool.
To Northrend.
2-6 is looking pretty good here. I think I might still just fireball the Argent in order to not let this run out of control. Stupid messenger.
I must consider.
We know that Amani gets played, right? It feels against mage, he just takes so much damage. We do the really awkward trade. When you have 2 mind controls, you can afford to make some bad trades. You called it a spider taunt. It's pretty good. You know what to do, deck. You know what to do, baby. Not what I was looking for. Okay. We're not screaming this yet. I don't think I play the Ooze because I don't think I want him to proc it yet. Because I have both Embrace and Cabal and Shadow Madness. So I think I'm just gonna play slow. Because I have the Scream in my hand. You can always Scream the 6-6, right? So you can get it as a 10-10. That's true. That's true. But it would be nicer to receive it as a 2-2. He's playing really slow, probably because he fears the Scream, right? But that means we're not taking a lot of damage. She was on the way, she just needed a little time, guys. You know, you have to understand. There's shit in the way in the deck, right? She needs to like... Out of the way, coming through, special delivery, Pyros, there we go. Now, do we play the Ooze or do we Hero Power? I think you play it and let him Flame Strike. It's not a problem for me. Shadygasm. Definitely. Cabal has been phenomenal in all 3 games. So that's some bonus points for her. Hey, Kaladar. Let's just forget about this sheet, right? This is all my runs from yesterday. I'll give you a tip. Normally, it's not 2 pages for one day. Rotten to my core. Let's go Etten, trade, heal. I feel like getting the heal in is pretty good. Could also get the messenger in. Trade. I feel like proccing it is fine though, right? Play around the silence. We could just brush this, play the Pyros, just to eliminate all avenues for him to be aggressive, right? Because this hand has the value, right? We have Pyros, like, we have all the value we want. So I just want him to not destroy my face, because that's the only way he wins. So we will remove. What are you writing? I take notes for every run, at least at the start of the meta, so I remember what I've tried, what works, what doesn't work. A note here is that I was doubting for the Shadow Priest, but she's been extremely good in almost every case so far. Oh. I was going to mind control. Will we still do that? Madness, trade into the bubble, trade, and just heal. I think we can save the MC because of that draw. I guess we elixir and heal our face, right? Yeah. No need to get too greedy. You already saved the line control. It's not a bad MC target. I agree, it's not a bad MC target. But I think that this is okay as well. That is also not a bad MC target. I like how he made it just a little juicier. I love mind controlling Bone Drake, just because it denies them the dragon as well, right? It's so huge. No need to play too greedy, plays deeper into polymorph. That's actually the... It's funny, for some reason people have like a completely different idea of what constitutes greedy. To me, the greedy line would be to hold the elixir for more value, right? It's a funny notion. Fury was good, but you know, he's out of cards. I don't think the 10-10 is better than an Ember usually, so...
Wanna blow something up?
Concede.
You win.
I think that's a very fair concern, and that's why we're testing it. But I think one of the things you should do is something we're doing here is you would never draft so many 1s and 2s before, right? Because you would have Potion of Madness and everything. So we're trying to mitigate the loss of the MSG cards by drafting more early game. I'm not sure whether we keep this Squashling or not. Like, I'm inclined to say yes, just because it's pretty good tempo if you get to heal the Mystic. Yeah, I mean, even if the Bomber was perfect for him there, it's still going to be very difficult for him to win. Bomber seals the deal. Yes, that he does. Ooh. So now we could tempo out Fly and an Oracle into Fly and an Oracle. I think I like the sound of that. Could do double Fly, but that's rarely relevant. It's usually better to get the... Like, you do this against the Paladin, he's like, what the fuck? I thought you were a priest. What the fuck do you do having Firefly in your deck?
Let's stash
That's what I mean with it rarely matters whether it's 1-2 or not. He's like, what the f- come on, dude. Stop playing shit.
I don't need any of you.
It's not exactly the card we want versus him, but at least we are very aware that he has that. Oh my god. Okay. We can do some sick memes with that, guys. A blessing of kings for both of you. Or we can play Murmuring to get 4 healing on something, rather than playing 2 Squashlings. That seems completely inefficient. Yeah, Kaladar's memeing as well. Yeah, this is where we just go double Squashling, right? And then hopefully Fungal on curve.
The future is now!
The first wish is free.
So he could Fungal next turn, so just killing 2 bodies seems really nice here. Pretty good synergy.
The first wish is free.
That's not
The
consecration.
light dims, but we fight.
Kill the 2/2.
Reporting for duty.
I can only heal 1. Oh my god, this is so dirty. Lul. Lul. Next turn we have the Fungal with the Murmuring. Oh my god. All these plays are so sexy, guys. It's too sexy. Once Priest is on the board, it's just mean, man. Just a bully.
To Northrend!
The Murmuring Fungal combo is just, oh my god. So we just do that and kill the 4/4/4/2, right? And then we have a 10/6. You can Silver Sword, but we have such a huge board.
Greetings.
That's so sick. Which bucket is Consecration in? It feels the highest, but I'm actually not sure, Kral. I have not played much Paladin since the patch. I played 2 on day 1, and then after that, nothing. I want the Oracle, but I don't think we can. For MC Tech. So I think we're going to win.
Reporting for duty.
Because you have the MC as well in your hand already. Is your computer humming? I don't hear anything, but my hearing is bad. So it's entirely possible. Can try moving my mic away a ton. How about this, guys? How about this angle? I think it's got something to it, right? So, let's see. How about this? It's pretty far away as well now.
I must move quickly.
Merp's been working out.
The victory is yours.
Is there a mod present who would like to have the responsibility of updating the title?
The light shall bring victory.
She's been really good. Trollmar Farlifter. This is an insane start. I think we throw it, but my god, it's been so good every single time, right? I can absolutely see keeping it, but finding a 3 or a 4 is also good. I think we say just fuck it, right? It's almost been every time that we've been like, oh, if I draw Cabal, I win. Hey Zelf, morning, man. How have you been? How do you update titles? I think it's exclamation mark title, and then basically just paste what I have now, but change the score. You can experiment with it if you like. Six mana so far away. Well, you have a 1 and a 2, and the 1 gives you a random card, so it's a lot closer than it feels. It's time for a little blood. It's not through stream elements, Tinoth. It's through, oh my god. 5000 and O. I like it. I like it. Has a ring to it. See, guys? The Oracle provides. The Amani has been good as well, right? It was also a little sketchy. I will play my other Senjin. I mean, technically we haven't lost. You do it, but you're not a mod. You will get a mod. You will get a sword speed. You will get a mod. I will have a mod delivered to your home, Peter. There you go, man. I'm burning up. That's quite the card for him to play here. I know it's not stream elements, but the commands appear here, there too. Oh, okay. Pretty good. Let's yoink this thing. Putting this on Divine Shield's always so fun. He gets to trade ping. I think I would have gone face and dropped the Tar Creeper. Why did you not? Because then you have a 5 power minion to zone out whatever he has. So I will just paint you a picture, right? He goes coin a 5/4 into your tar. You feel so bad you didn't do the other play then, right? Six mana, steal a 3/1. But it has Divine Shield. You mean he's gonna ping his own guy? Well, then it's 6 mana. Make your opponent ping his own guy while at the same time costing him stuff on the board, right? That seems okay with me. We could just steal the 2/3 here. We could also just Amber. Could also just put the 2/1 in.
Hey, give me that.
A bit underwhelming, but the worm will do just fine for our situation. This deck needs Shrinkmeister. Bubblies and yummies! You get to keep your 4/1 if you ping before the hit. Yeah, that too, right? I guess we madness now. Madness with bubblies. Madness with a little bubblies. Bubblies and yummies. Excellent. We steal the thing.
Let me change your mind.
We kill the other thing. You can see it's... Okay guys, so this is like in one of those movies where there's this bad guy, right? And he's bad, right? And you hate him. But then there is this like true evil that emerges and you're like, I don't like this bad guy, but I think we need him to purge that evil, right? And that's what's happening right now. We got Paladin. That's that new evil, right? It's that terrible evil. And like we have to unchain the priest to take care of business, right? Put things in order. Put people in their place. That's what's happening right now. Do you want to keep the messenger against priest? I don't think so. I think I just want oracles and value. Oracles and value. It's actually fairly good in priest v priest. Unless he's like balls to the walls aggro. Ooh. With the return to hand, I'm kind of feeling the Oracle into coin elixir. Have you tried Druid? Yes, but everything I've tried is like not really representative, so it's yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. I haven't been playing very well. So don't take too much of the test. It's more like I'm registering things, but don't look at the results. I'll put it like this. I'm learning, right? I'm learning and I'm registering things, but sometimes I do fairly well with something. Other times I do really, really poorly with something, but it's not really representative. He hit it. Hit it like a pro. I feel like you elixir just to get the Oracle back in your hand. You could also double trade and Farseer to then buff the Farseer, but that's so... like we don't need that. Like I don't need this guy. Okay, I can see it. I can see it. I want to resurrect 2 oracles. I don't want to draw more for fatigue. Because I have 2 screams. That's bad in this matchup.
Hey, give me that.
In the best shape of my life.
That's why he knew. Okay. I can trade and resurrect the Oracle and the loot. And just play another Oracle. That's not the end of the world to draw 2 cards. We go to 9. Go to 9 cards. I play 2 cards. We go to 7 cards. We go to 9 cards again. We go to 10 with the draw. You could kill this, but then he gets a 2/2 to free kill the 1/1 with. He could Shadow Madness next turn. It's kind of bad.
Hey, give me that.
So could we. Let the value come to me. Yeah, Greater Spirit. I will definitely try some more Druid. Druid felt like it had potential. So I'll definitely experiment with it more. That's pretty good, Nars. The mods are like, dude, that's too much work. I'm gonna ban the guy that's making a fuss, you know. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm going face. Ah, fuck this shit, I'm just gonna go face, man. So we could kill that, but then we will overdraw. Overdrawing becomes a problem here. Let's see, Messenger. I can trade 2 things. I have too many cards, no. Trade 2 things, go to 10, play 1. I don't see it working right now, but we're just gonna have to believe that we get shit to play, right?
Neither snow nor rain nor wind. Move!
Hey, give me that.
I think this is bad for MC Tech, right? So I didn't want to double trade because I would overdraw. I could have maybe coined the fly, but maybe that's too much, right? With mind control in hand. Coin is pretty useful. Shadow Madness? Burning Shadow Madness without doing anything with it feels bad. Shadow Madness has so much potential in Priest versus Priest, right? We can steal his oracles. We can steal anything he elixirs, right? Yeah, like he steals that, we steal it back. It's fine. It's funny that he chose that over the 2/4. I don't disagree with it, but I think it's funny. Yeah, like madnessing that both denies him a card and gives me a card, so it's probably worth it. We also have Madness Panda later. It's my boy. Okay, I really don't want more loot orders. Okay, we can trade here and just Binding Heal. Just play another Flame. Then we go to 8 cards, 9 cards, 10 cards. That's fine.
Let's crash this party.
Let's crush this party. Chat. Stealing oracles. No. Alright, coin Bone Mare. Looks fairly good. He gets to trade back though. It's a bit awkward. You could embrace this thing, but let's just embrace the statue, right? So you coin the Bone Mare, you trade, he trades back. You can death this and trade, but that's fine. I never like thought Twilight Skull first or something, right? It's probably just coin Bone Mare.
Hey, give me that.
It's active. But I think we need to be on board, right? So. Oh, the title hasn't been changed yet? You give people a little responsibility and all of a sudden. Can you see how much this cards cost too? Or is that just something for the stream? What do you mean, Jamie? It's getting rid of the bad death rattle. So he hits the statue or the bone drake or something. Oh, okay. If he's thinking about playing the card he stole, I'm okay with it. Because it means it's not MC, right? So we can trade and brew back the Bone Mare, but that's like so slow. You could Bone Mare the 1/1, hit the 4/4, and then kill the 1/1 with the 2/6. That could have been better. That's definitely a bit more vulnerable to like a lash or shit, right? Does just die to the 2/2 right now. I have so many cards in my hand though. Maybe we don't. Maybe just heal it. Play 2/3 drops. That's fine with me.
Hey, stranger, we'll offer you aid.
Is that not what the number on his cards mean? Oh no, it means the turn he drew them. If I could see how much the cards would cost, that would be cheating, right? Nice clickbait title. Sorry, I'll change the title myself. I gave mods the freedom to change the title. But they didn't change it back. Nice little raptors. The good old nice little raptors combo, eh? So he can MC, potentially. He did steal something, but he was thinking about playing it. So it's a little scary for me to just jam the Amber. I can just MC it back, though. Because the Amber is definitely better for the board, in most cases. The other one is to Twilight Skull, with like a Brewmaster and an Ooze, or maybe a Tuskar. Yeah, I think I don't take the chance right now on the MC, because I could just take a bunch of damage. I would never let you down with titles. I don't believe I don't believe a word of it, Ronson. Oh, that's so good. We dodged the loot order. We know he has a bone mare, right? Yeah. We also know there's no statue in his hand yet. He might have just taken one. I think he just took one. Coin heal. So he has a card he stole from me, which is likely not MC, because he was thinking about playing it. Either he just hovered it. Okay. We get so much info on his deck as well. This is so good. I think here I might go for the Amber, right? I'll cash this in before I can steal it. Oh. Just taunt, right? Yeah. This is pretty bad into Tar. But then again, double 4 and heal is not so bad. This is just taunt though.
Another round? Dark one is here.
Wind Fury as well? No, we already played Farseer, but it wouldn't really be relevant, I think. I think he might want to sack the Coffin Crusher, right, to get the statue out. But then we can just MC the statue.
Neither snow nor
Okay, that's what it stole. Sure.
Dark one snaps all.
And then, does he trade? No, no. Okay. I feel like we just go full spread here. Just one more round of trying to hold the fort. This is proc next turn, but I'm going to want to play something, so I'll just play both. How do you know he has a statue? It's not that we know for sure, but he discovered a taunt and immediately after jammed the Coffin Crasher on the board. So it feels like he was holding the Coffin Crasher until he had a Death Rattle minion that he wanted to pop. It's entirely possible that it's not statue, but no, just another Stonehill. We might have to mind control this tar. We'll see. Seems to be like a reasonable proposition. Donk, donk, donk. If he gets a death rattle from this, it's kind of scary, so maybe kill this, right? Can we survive? Steal, trades. You can put this to 1. He heals it up to 3. Yep. Now we die. This was a win though.
Anduin versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
The light shall bring victory.
Thank you, Fate. What else should people in chat be doing aside from analyzing gameplay? I can't really answer to anything right now because it's hard to explain.
Time for a little blood.
For the crusade!
It's okay. We can talk about it after this game, but it doesn't matter.
Reporting for duty.
Kings on that is a little scary. I don't think we have much of a choice. It's not because Alright, so this is where it doesn't work for me, right? It's because I'm really, really, really bad right now as a player. Like, extremely bad compared to how I would normally play. So, the answer to every misplay is, Shady, you're just really, really fucking bad right now. Which is fine, because I know that. But then there are all these additional reasons that are being thrown up, like, oh, that's what happens when you rope, or Shady, you should have played the Amber, Shady, you should have done this. Which is why I was considering not streaming. Because this is the thing that tilts me so, you know, tilts me completely away, is when people put all these reasons on why things are happening and they have no idea, right? That's the point. So you don't have to look further to anything as to Shady's just a really, really bad player right now. That's kind of... He's got the best steals anywhere. The hit, so I can't heal out of range, but we have the lifesteal. So we can clear without losing anything. Why do you think you're playing poorly? That's personal reasons. Just know that I'm... Right now, this is not representative for anything. Good man is the 1/1s push face and tar to prevent him from killing the tar. Also put 6 damage on his face. Makes the weapon a bit harder to use.
The battle.
And it's like I can go on streaks of playing well right now just because of how much I've practiced, but I will be very, very inconsistent. That's the point. Oh my god, this turn is so sick.
By the holy light.
That's a swing turn, buddy. I'm not a bad player on a Riton. I'm just really bad right now. Don't get me wrong, I'm not suddenly losing all hope or saying, oh, I suck so much. It's just right now I'm a really, really, really bad player. And that's fine, right? Going to trade here, so I guess we do play it.
What does the future hold?
And bad is relative, right, guys? I know that some people go like, I wish I was as bad as you, lol, right? But keep in mind that I've played this game for 3 years, pretty much every day. So that is that puts things into perspective as to the level of play that you would normally have. Everything is relative, right? If you just started this game and you would average 3, you'd be really, really good. What sends me... Because I have these things, right? Normally I'm a really stable person that doesn't really tilt. One of the few things that I notice that sends me on tilt is when there are circumstantial things that make me worse, but people don't know that, and then they just go like, yeah, I guess you should have just done this here, yeah, like, I was like, no, you shouldn't, like, I'm like, it doesn't have anything to do with that, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's not fair to the observers, because you guys don't know what's going on, right? So I realize that. But I guess I'm also just human, right? Ajax Vitre, welcome back. Thank you for the sub, man.
Neither snow nor rain nor wind.
Well, that's kinda dumb. What's the Blazing Invocation card? Discover a battle cry. In this case, Primordial Drake. So, Crystalline Oracle gave me a Drake. And the best part is that he probably doesn't even have a Drake in his deck. Go get him, boy.
I hope you like my invention.
Okay. Could embrace the mana tide. It's pretty memey. So if you embrace the mana tide, it comes to you on 7. It's just not really worth it. We could trade, get a fire rally, kill this thing. It's pretty good. Just embrace the taunt. I'm not sure if I trade this in, because it does kill the 1/1, which is kind of important. Could embrace this. I think we're probably gonna end up screaming though, so... Bubblies. Yeah, it's fine, guys. Like, really, there's no problem ever, right? You got the fire early.
Ready for action!
Good thing we didn't believe. With 2 screams and, like, being in this position, I'm taking care of business now. He's only 2 cards less fatigue after the scream. Kinda cool. Shuffling the fire rally in his deck, just so we can steal it later.
Rotten to my core.
Rotten to my core. I think this I might just steal and heal. Right, because it's always awkward to find a moment where this is fine and looks fine here. This thing is actually so underrated, the Embrace. Not that it's premium, but it's in the really, really bad bracket, and I think it's because people don't draft it properly or play it properly. Like, you need to, like, this is perfect, right? Just be like, fine. Like, throwing it on taunts or bone drakes or something, it's really nice.
What to do?
Oh, he's got Evolve? Yeah, okay. Or a Panda. I can deal with that, or I can live with that. Oh, look, so it looks like this guy's control, nice. We like playing as control players, 'cause we probably have more control than him.
It's time for a little blow.
You think Applebaum is underrated? Depends what kind of deck you pick it for. Seems like he's a control-y deck. It's pretty good in that kind of deck. People also freak out when you embrace their stuff because fiery lightning bolt. Yeah, I mean, sure do. Yeah, take a 6/7 that heals me. That's fine. Mushroom power. Oh my god, that's also so good. Probably. I was referring to our opponent's deck, D3, seeing as he was the one with 2 apple bombs. Okay. So we can Primordial, we can Madness. We can Madness and oh my god, that's so good. What's the max health on this? 7.
Keep away.
Not too quickly.
Seems good. All the healing.
Well played.
Not sure if he's wanting to concede or not. He just said well played. Sure. Think we accept? You would have gone the Vent Shield? I was planning on playing Drake, so if you Drake it, it goes to a 3-1 and then you can trade it off.
My duty is to the king.
Surprisingly annoying. Guess we just Drake. We want to spread it out to avoid the big hex. You're probably watching Constructed, right, Carpfin? Tazdingo! You're gonna sack your jelly? It's not even gonna sack a shield. What advice would you give to someone starting Hearthstone or Arena? Read my guide. If the aim is to get more wins, right? Because everybody has different aims when they start playing. I like keeping this around for totem killing, otherwise I'm always gonna have to deviate. Oh my god. You don't want to put it on the 6/6 though, because then that's a bigger hex target.
The light shall bring victory.
Thank you, Filthy Casual. Thanks so much for the 100. I always find it very awkward when I have to thank you with that name. She's been like okay for coining, but I think we want better. Because you have to coin her, otherwise she's just 6/2. Is it necessary to kill his totem? I mean, if it's a spell power totem, yeah. If it's a 1/1, maybe. If it's a taunt totem, yeah. So 50% of his totems you're already killing, right? Whoa. 7-win mage popping off with a breath on my fly early. Alright, flame. Firefly, that's what it's called.
Come, my pretty birds.
Hey, 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 that's really good here. I take everything back, girl. Right on time.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
Oh my god. The curve. The curve.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
Darn. Failed again. You can't ping though.
Onward, Snuffle Snout!
You can play Snuffle Snout though. What? We need to talk about what that 2/6 is for. Who's questioning? Get them both healed up. I like it. He's afraid of the Murlocs. He can trade with the 2/6 though. It's a bit weird. Ah, I wonder what you have in your hand that you debate on pinging my 4/5. Wouldn't know. Wouldn't have a clue.
Let me change your mind.
I'll play around the Flame Strike here, keep the HP on 5.
Flames consume you.
Oh, I don't have the Fireball mode. We could trade with the 2/1 and the 4/5. And just Engine Murlocs, I guess. Could go face.
Must consider.
Engine Murlocs happens, right? We could heal it and Murlocs. Heal it, Murlocs, go face. Is that not the only way we lose though? He starts blizzarding and shit. Yeah, this is fine. Some Collins trades right there. Maybe he really wanted the Elemental? Well, then he should throw the Elemental on one of my higher damage minions and kill the 1/2 with the 2/6. I really wonder what he has, guys. It's a mystery to me.
Man!
Strike. Where did that come from? We didn't think that he would do that. Oh, baby. I prefer this for a hard removal check first. Because if you go Amber any meteors, you're really sad usually. Do you play League? Not really. I think I've played like 3 games in 3 months or so. Maybe 5 games in 3 months. Yeah, it's probably a more accurate representation. Oh, put it all. Hug removal. Oh, classic.
Well played.
Paku the Moon Eater. It's actually not bad here, it does kill it. I think I'll just go with the statue. Basic card removal. Why did you play the Brewer when you were expecting the Flame Strike? I think it was the one way to keep shit on board.
Your magic shall not save.
It's silence.
Death to the traitor king.
Death to the traitor king. I think we just remove a bit.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
Move!
Hey, cares. Yeah. I mean, I didn't stop streaming because I got banned, right? He has 2 Wax Elementals. He must have a shit ton of Elemental synergy. Yes. Runes and play it. Wonder what that card is, guys. Oh, that's pretty good.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Ooh. All the good cards.
Beetleberries, my favorite.
I'll put it on your head.
You were banned? I was banned in League for 2 weeks on my main account, I think. And they like perma-banned like 10 other accounts. Because I did bronze to diamond. And they told me that that was not possible, that I would be starting in bronze. Which it wasn't, so... I didn't really care though, like... I didn't really play the game to have a shit ton of accounts. I just enjoyed showing how there was no elo health. Yeah, that's right. All in, baby. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Whoops.
Top-notch ordering, my man. I think we just give him a scream. Just so that we don't die. Now we jam our runes. How does Priest ward off aggressive decks? Crystalline Oracles, early game. Look at my early game, right? And then 2 Screams. Should have played the runes first to even it out. It's kind of funny. So he has Scream as well. The difference is we have 2-ish mind controls and a statue. He knows it's runes though, So it's pretty good runes for us.
I can't do that.
We're not going to feed him the statue for the scream, of course. We'll make him scream the 9/5 and then we play the statue. Tough game even versus the bow. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a tough game. It's just, it's going to take a while, right? It's a project we're working on.
Mental dislocator.
Mental dislocator. I can go face, but I don't have to, right? We just kill his board with one core hound. Sure. Alright, we'll let him scream. Scream the statue back in the deck. Alright, he played a ley line. He drew his wax again. That's nice. So now we are okay on fatigue. Because he might still have a draw card. We have a loot order, but we won't play it. There's one of his bubblies. Mind control does 0-2. Oh, what a steal. It's a pretty good steal. You could just embrace here and play it slow for a turn, let him trade. And then play out your cards. I think because of the cards being so awkward we do it, yeah. Normally you always Stonehill there, but the embrace is just not gonna get cost otherwise. Because we still have mind control. So embrace is like deal 2 damage to your opponent's guy and summon a 4/2 on your side. Which is not great, but if he's out of stuff, you take that, right? It's fine. Alright, mind control. Put him some work, buddy. Ooh, okay. We know he has a Pyroblast. Ping his own guy, so we have to heal it. Sure. But he's drawing cards now for fatigue, so that's nice. I kind of like more Stonehill, just to get some bodies going, right? Hitten would be good, but we have mana to spare. I kind of like more Stonehill, guys, I have to say. More Stonehill, I think it was a decent decision. This is what control feels like, right? You're just like... He's not gonna see? Okay, let's wait a little longer. Oh, you play issue? Okay, it's fine. It's cool. Just wake me up when you can see this. It's cool. So after he pyros the Lich King, it's over, right? That's his win condition gone.
Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise.
So we always kill the shroom. So we just go here and heal our bubblies, right?
Go away.
If he doesn't pyro the Lich King, it's also over. Yeah. Obviously. Oh, I could have pinged the Amani. You're right. Honestly, I didn't think of it, but that's because I'm not really there, right? Oh, Death Grip's actually pretty good. I think I might do that just to make sure that if he only has spells left, right? After that one minion. If he can't do anything. Let's go, boys! Aww, okay. Just because it makes the fatigues even worse for him. Yeah, the weapon's really good, the buff's really good, so there's a lot of really good ones, because, surprise, the Lich King cards are pretty good. Thank you, Peter. Oh, fancy. We need to update the priest command to having cards in your deck. Drafting good cards against priest, lol. Yeah, we need to add that. Pretty funny. Yeah, we played 3 Stone Elves, none of them in our deck.
Do you like to play with fire?
Okay. Play the 1/1s, go face. Next turn, play the Elemental adaptation. If he uses a spell, he loses his Pyro. Seems fair.
Out of my jungle!
I think you can answer that question fairly easily, right, Miomar? Obviously, I stream with a tie. Gee. That was fairly obvious to me, just saying. Stealth or 1/1? I think you just 1/1, right? Any pre-bumps in here? If you go stealth... stealth might be better, actually. Dodges the weapons as well. I like it. If he Blood Razors, he kills this off and deals 1 damage here anyway. Yep, Colin streams with a tie. Trade. Keep stealing fungals. It's kind of funny. If he trades and razors versus this, how bad is it? It's not the end of the world. It's a good setup for the fungal, but it's likely that he has something. Yep. Ways up pretty good. Just gotta live, chat. We just gotta live.
Tazdingo!
Tazdingo. Hey Stein, welcome back.
I sense your struggle.
Pretty good that speaker. Looks like he didn't want the Phoenix to go to 1. Makes sense. So we can scream this on reset or temple scream, and then temple scream, and then have the coin for MC. It's quite likely he ignores this. I think you need to scream for the 5/5s. Is there a deck that doesn't have MCT right now? It's actually not super common because they nerfed the occurrence rate of rares. Was it ever Brew and Heal? Brew and Heal is too easy with 3 and 1. Like if he has 1 damage, it gets really bad if you just Brew Heal. Do I mind him having an additional chain gang in his deck? We will not win fatigue from this moment on. So then the question is, would you rather have him draw the chain gang or another card? We have a Cabal in our deck. We have the Madness in our hand. It's a good Madness, really? How? Man doesn't get killed? Like we have to scream here, right? I think I actually don't mind him having the chain gang in his deck. It's kind of a weird call. I guess it's fine to trade 1.
Mushroom power!
Truth is my shield.
Okay. Things are looking okay. So we trade 7 phase or trade 3 phase? I think trade 3 phase. I don't think we're close enough yet. 7 phase puts him to 20. We don't have lethal. So.
Another ride.
not sure, chat. Are we in a better spot with your play?
What's this one do?
Where we don't scream and take more damage? I'm not sure.
Yes.
Definitely want to heal my face, no matter what I'm doing.
Mushroom power!
Another.
Shall prevail.
Put this apple on your head. Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
My god.
I must consider.
I think I have to mind control the 5/5.
Justice shall prevail.
Try this.
Leaving the 3 damage up was scary, but I think leaving the juggler up and taking phase damage was maybe even more scary. Fireball this guy, push 5. Trades, develop 6 damage. I think develop 6 damage and trade makes more sense. God, you're joking.
Anduin versus Lunara.
Probably Nars. Like I said, I'm not playing well.
Light
So
shall bring victory.
almost every suggestion you make, I'll probably have to say probably. Will you play another arena after this? I'm just getting started, my man. It's the weekend stream. I think we could have won that if I had played better. I think preserving the tar, as mentioned, was better. He didn't have a 7-1 less profit, but I get what you mean. I don't think you misplayed much. Sucking the tar was probably pretty terrible. Yes, give me the cards, baby.
I'll put it on your tab.
I'll put it on your tab. That's a pretty good drag.
I must consider.
I'm not sure if I can get the elemental synergy off or not. As he plays basically I'm thinking, do I play the brewer and trade off the brewer and have the lizard? Or do I play the lizard, trade off the lizard, and then I still have the brewer for my face or something else? I think it's fine to play the 3/3. It's worse against the Wrath though, specifically. You can trade Wrath and then it's a bit weird, so I guess so.
Another round.
Swipe. Well, if we didn't want to get Dragon Slayer. That's kind of dumb though. I wish these cards didn't exist. Because I don't really feel very skilled dropping a Dragon Slayer on a dragon. Definitely going to trade at least one, right? To play around draw. Like we steal one, that's for sure. He's gonna have 1 mana, 2 mana if we trade. I think I trade 1 to play around roar. Okay. Yes, I mean, we trade 1 to play around the roar, as in we don't trade more than 1. So it could have been more specific, I suppose. I'm gonna worm. Like, we don't need the amber, right? Let's play the thing. Well, the thing is, if you don't trade any, then he just jams your face and you're suddenly really low, right?
Anduin versus Uther.
I will
Can't do them all,
fight with
Shane.
honor.
The light shall bring victory.
Coining this against Pally could be good. It's either this or this. Could even consider throwing this, but I think that's too much. I think this is an okay start versus Pally. We want to scream as well though at some point. Yeah, living mana just seems to get punished right now. Do you use Hearth Arena to pick your decks? No, sometimes I will consult the Lightforge though. You could trade to see what you get, but I prefer the flexibility here. What does the 2/6 become on turn 4? The Fireball. But we use it with coin, that's how I've been doing it.
Hey, give me that!
Get down!
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
So without coin I don't really keep her, but with coin she's pretty good. You get a 2/6 with charge on turn 3. It's pretty useful. This Bubblies, I picked it over Yeti and it feels really strong. Like, I don't think I've regretted the pick so far. Oh yeah, I hate it when you face cube in arena. It's kind of sucky. This game so far is kind of playing itself. I'm not gonna complain, right? Just getting good cards on curve. This guy's name is the Anti-Scrub.
Tazdingo! Yes. I should meet you.
Nice to meet you. It appears that our opponent will be able to steed. What can we do? We can trade and brew, but that just gives him a good target. Even though MC Tech is a card, I feel like we just play our boys. Maybe pre-bump. I'm gonna play it, I'm not gonna wait for the adaptation, I might not have mana. So if you bump here, 3, steed here, trade here. You can trade here. Doesn't seem good. Traumatized by MCT? Yeah, it's still somewhat common, right? But you don't really want to run into it. I know I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna madness here to trade here. And I'm gonna heal and binding heal. I can either heal here, trade here, binding here, trade here. Or I can just heal here, trade here, binding heal here. The net result here is a 2-6 and a 3-1. The net result here is a 3-1 and a 2-1. So, guess it's better to have a 2-6 and a 3-1. No, a 3-5 is better, right? I was thinking about healing here, but I think the 1 extra power might matter. Because you're always losing. You're always losing one guy. It's a fireball next turn. It could be good. I think we just take this turn to jam our Amber. Kind of like the Doctor. Fester Root is interesting. So the Doctor is more vulnerable versus the Divine Shield. The Fester Root is better in terms of just jamming damage. If he steeds here, it goes up to 14? 10, 13. I'm 1 off with the Messenger and the Fester Root. If he steeds here, Doctor, it's on 6. I can just fireball it. So I'll pick the Doctor, even though the Fester Root looked interesting. Just because if he steeds, I can't kill it. I will have to burn my Scream. Seems bad. Okay. Oh. That's bad. Because I really want to just fireball this. We have Scream next turn if it's really bad. Do we just throw away the Kodo to check for things? It's a tough call. Why not Onyxia? Because the other guy is an 8-8 with upside, and Onyxia is an 8-8 with a downside. She can get Dragon Slayer. Getting hit in the face for 10 is a massive punish. Sure. That's actually fine, because we have the Scream. We just chill now. Looks like he equipped the Vine Cleaver. Or did he just like send his face? 2 silver. That's much better for us, of course. This healing us for 10 is pretty sweet. How about 8? Yeah.
Reporting for duty. I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Squashling is so nice in the late game. 5-2-1s, gain 10 HP. Yep. He's like looking at it and he's like, fuck. You would have played the other one too? I know you would have, Taro. Well, I don't know you would have, but I know that a lot of people would have. I think I'm more a bit just straight up kind of lazy there. Because I don't think it matters. There's very few things. Question is, will he scoop? Right?
I'll put it on your tab.
Squashling, come back! Why not 3 in the Brewmaster? What's he gonna do, right? He needs to top deck Primordial or Consecrate. I'm fine with those odds. Mind Control, por favor. No. That's a pretty bad card right now. We might not play it. Just because he gets a play. Oh, let's go. So good.
Another round.
We get initiative, so I think it's okay. But oh, that's a nice one. It's definitely a bit scary to play it when he has no cards. I think having the 3-4 on the board still makes sense. What fools these mortals be? Not a croc. What can I do against the mighty croc? On turn late, buddy. Probably just Hydrologist and some Squashlings. We don't need to get full value out of it anymore. How do you rate Squashling? It's really good. It's really, really good. We know there's a Giant in his deck, but I have MC. I think we're just gonna go Redemption to respawn something. So we're probably just gonna Squashling now, right? So
Another round. Reporting for duty.
the Firefly draw though. He's still playing. It's crazy. Those pumpkins can heal minions too? Yeah, dude. It's kinda nuts.
Another round.
Let's go, boy. Let's play this game. Sure. Mister, come back.
This stranger will offer you aid.
Reporting for duty.
torture. Yeah, I mean, he's doing it to himself, right? He could have gotten out a couple turns ago.
Reporting for duty. The victory is...
Oh, I was gonna steal the dude. It's bad, man. Collins basically wakes up and then less than half an hour later we're playing. That's why his first few plays like, yeah, man, yeah.
The light shall bring victory.
Whenever Collins joins the call, people are always like, is he drunk? Like, I mean, Collins is just an extremely relaxed dude. An extremely relaxed dude. Without the coin, she's a bit weird. Because then it's a fireball on turn 4. Fireball's rarely something you want to play on turn 4, right? Yes, Ebola. In the lower winds, it's kind of scary to play a deck like this. That's like, in the lower winds, that's where you really want Double Scream. And obviously, against Paladins, we also want that, right? But in the lower winds, it's really scary, because people can be like super aggro. Alright, chat. Which 2-drop are we gonna get from this Oracle? How about... Hydrologist? Or something like that? What? I can't play it. It's actually pretty good in Priest, I'm not gonna complain. But we have to try to find a play. Alright. Hold the fort, Dark Reaper. Millhouse. With Collins and you playing together so often, how do you manage that both streams keep growing? Well, Collins puts in a ton of work. I mean, I'm a pretty, you know, quote-unquote hardworking streamer just based off the amount of hours I put in. But Collins is working harder than me, so that's how his stream is growing. And I just host him all the time, so that obviously helps. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? If this is the 2-6 here, it's really nice. You just bop one, but it's not. So I have to play a Mystic, I feel.
A stranger will offer you aid.
I don't think I have dragons, right? But I might be able to steal one. Oh well, it's fine. We don't attack. If it's get down, it's easier for him to kill. We just chill. The 2 mind controls in the opening hand here, well, not opening hand, but in the early stages of the game is really bad. This is a game where I can already tell if we don't draw Scream, we're probably screwed. Why do we refer to the minion as a fireball? Because you throw it, it doesn't survive, it deals 6 damage, right? So.
Out of my jungle!
Okay, that's really good for us. He played really slow there. We could use this to absorb the get down, if it is. If it's not get down, it's never Kodo anymore, so... Well, like, not because... Like, people just don't draft Kodo anymore, it's like... Kodo's not in the pool. I'd love a heal on this thing, but I don't think that's going to be correct, so... I think we develop the body.
Neither snow nor rain nor wind.
Move!
There we go. Dodge to get down for a while.
Get down!
We'll take it now. We'll take it down now though. Because it makes it makes no sense to leave it up now. Offensive consecrates. Really not the worst, to be honest. Like, pretty good for him, right? But really not the worst. Oh. Triple Squashling is absolutely an option here. The other one is to play the Brewmaster and develop the Loot Hoarder, which I think is better, just for the flexibility on this thing. But if you go for triple squash, you might be able to brew one next turn. And it does put an additional body, so you can bump. The upside with the brew is that he either double trades, so you don't take the damage, or you get to throw 5 damage into something. You should have attacked with the taunt first. Why? Oh, to take 1 less damage on it. Sure thing, man. But then if he has 1 damage, it's awkward, right? You can bounce the squash. Yeah, we're not doing that this turn, right? I think it's just triple squash. Like, if I would play brew this turn, I would play brew first. I think you guys are right for the steed. You don't do it. But with the MCs, he is on a clock to finish you, right? So that's really tame. It's fine with us. Probably don't have the luxury of brewing one back. We'll see. Next turn this will be a 3-8, which is kind of bad. I guess we could trade 2 and put the squash back in our hand. Like bob the shield, bob the 2-2, go face. You kill 1 less, but you have another shit ton of healing available. That probably actually makes more sense. Like, go here, go here.
I'll put it on your tab.
And then he probably Divine Shields or Steeds here, but at least you have to make him do something, right? Don't be greedy. I don't think it's a matter of like bad greedy though, because this is going to heal you for 10 in the late game, which can be the difference between surviving or not. Oh, that's also good to see. So we could use this to bop the shield off, but that's definitely not too impressive. I think we just Amber and kill this. Hope we get there. Next turn we have 8 damage on this, and then we go into the MCs. I could also just Squashling here and have a big spread.
Must consider.
I think you try for the Amber. Definitely worth a moment of pause. So 4 Squashlings, full HP. 4 Squashlings might actually be better, right? Because if we Amber and he has Equality or Dark Conviction, all your tempo is gone. Unless you hit specifically Statue. Yeah, I think I actually take the safe route here and jam the Squashlings. Because we're on very high HP then, and we still have 2 mind controls. Because that's the main weakness of mind control. You want to mind control something, but you'll die. And this way we get the Squashlings. This way we get the Squashlings down into potentially the 8 damage or a nice steal here. Oh yeah, that's nice 8 damage. And he's trading because he just wants to keep the Lich King safe, so this works out really well for us. I would love to MC it, of course, but we have to take the big bump. And now we're just really happy that we're so healthy. 29 HP with 2 mind controls in the hand. Wow, that is so unlucky. Get it back as a 5-1, that's pretty good. We can double trade after we steal the Gastropod. Steal it with mind control! The Ooze draw is also really nice.
Change your mind.
Yeah, now he's in our house, right, guys? He's on our playground. This is where we start to play. Right. He really low rolled the army down. Yeah, we just steal the bone. Like, I love mind controlling bone drakes, just because you deny them the value as well.
Obey.
And this is so demoralizing if you're the opponent at this point. The Squashling was so good this game, right? Like, insanely good.
Come dance to my song.
Like, I feel like the way how it's bracketed now, it might be a little too low. Which is good for us, right? We get to pick it. We could like MC and trade, but that's stupid, right? It's a decent Ember turn. It's your boy, chat. Your boy is here. That's fine, you just keep him cleared and you have everything you want now. Laura Palmer, thank you for the 3 months in a row. Welcome back. Hope you're doing great on this Sunday.
Some trouble.
Game. It is finished. You win. It's so dirty. Well, I mean, he had his time to push, right? Nice. Where's the Devour Mind? I don't think you want Devour Mind in this kind of deck. Oh my god, this hand. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, keep coin. Turn 1, turn 2. This might go, because I don't really see it happening, right? Because you coin this on 3, but you want this on 2 or on 3. So, do it like this. Yeah, I'll make a new video as soon as I feel like I know enough, but they had a really big change only like 3 days ago. So it's either 1-1 or coin 3. See what he does. You don't hate 1-1 then, just because it doesn't feel like we're pressured. Kind of expected that to draw a card, I don't know why. Just my brain, I guess. I mean, I'm playing it, I'm just thinking whether I'm gonna sack this or not. I guess I'll see my adaptation first. I think I sack for MC Tech, it's not worth it. Just pick attack, go face. He techs, we lose. You do pick MC Tech in Mage quite highly. It's a trait that makes no sense on the board. But I'm just so paranoid about MC Tech. Attack kills what already? Well, he will trade it, Camel, so... Doesn't really make a difference. I like Amani into Blizzard. I think we just go Ooze and Shimmering. Ping the 2-1, trade a 1-1. No, not Shimmering. This one. The turn before Blizzard, we go Witchwood. Yeah, I had my worst day in Arena ever, like yesterday as well, so I'm really checking. Oh, that's not Blizzard. Who drafts that? It's fine. It's all good, buddy. I think I'll play this. I don't hate it if he pings. Just to get the cycle going. I draft Arcane Explosion from time to time, so it's fine. Whoa. Oh, that's not in the deck right now. Oh. So 2 on the tower, 2 on the 3-2. Don't really have much else to do. I could just go Elixir heal, but I can still try with this. It's not super likely we hit 2 on either. Alright. I know I'm doing this, right? Question is, am I missiling? I don't think so, honestly. Like, the chance is actually pretty low that we kill one. I don't want to coin because of MC. It's a pretty slow game and I have Scream, so that's fine. Trade heal, 5 HP. Still kind of awkward for him. And then the boys come out. Just the hero power getting the value. It's really nice. No more Diggy? I'm playing one loop because I'm finding it like I find the like either for me it's a bit distracting. Like I think my hearing got worse, so sounds are a bit more distracting right now. And it's also for newer people who aren't really used to the ritual, it might be a bit too much to have. Sometimes 20 minutes of Diggy in a row. So it's dual-sided. I'm so happy they can't just like Finals Portal the Tar anymore.
Time runs out on me.
That's so much more fun to play against. Too confusing for new players, yeah. Trade and Scream, it's a bit early for that. I think I'm willing to try with the missiles here and see what he does next turn. It'll be somewhat obvious that I have Scream. I think with the MC in the hand we can do it. Hitting 2 here are likely is that 1 in 3 and 1 in 3 again out of 3 chances. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that math. Someone do the math for me. How likely am I to kill Dakota? I think no matter how unlikely it is, the upside is too high. Sorry, I think the chance is 100% chat. I think that's what you were looking for. 100%. Definitely. Furious Etten? That seems like something you would hesitate with Coin MC. Ooh. We can steal that. Should have traded first then. I mean, we're good. We're not that good. I mean, next turn I can Madness Coin Scream if I want to still sack it. It's not exactly worth it. I think we're fine just chilling. Let's see if he pings his 2-1. It was 3% to hit 3 times. Yeah, 2 times was enough though. Bubblies and yummies!
I wonder.
Stole his eventual pyro.
Reality. Woven.
Fireball? Come on. Okay. I think we scream now to avoid taking too much damage. He also gets a lot of low cost stuff in his deck, which is nice. I don't think we go for Bender. I think heal face is fine, right? Especially because Bender doesn't work versus damage thrown on your face. So you see how we could have screamed earlier, but we kind of just made him invest more. Wow. He's like, I can't play any of my big boys. Sure you can. Play a big boy, come on.
I wonder.
A nice little violet worm. Let's go, my man. No, it's fine. I'll play the temple though. Get a little pressure going. This is the point. If we can force him to play things now, that he can't just sit back. So, is this guy sniping? Not necessarily. No, it could be, right? Oh, he's got a scroll. He's waiting for stuff. Yeah. So that was already a situational card. And honestly, if I'm the mage and the priest is sitting on a bunch of cards, I'm also not really jumping for joy to play my big boy. So I think it was fine what he did. I wish I could poly something. We have the coins still to check for spell-related things.
The sun has set for me.
Bone Mare? Not the one. Just gotta not die. Flame strike pretty good for him. Might be a problem. Part of me wants to embrace that And then just play the Mystic to not take the damage. But so they'll tame. We could just MC it. That's the super safe play. But then one big boy puts you out of a job. We could play 3-3-4. That's probably the safest thing in the end. So what happens if we embrace and heal? We're at 22, 6 phase. He needs 4 more damage for an MC to kill me, for a Pyro to kill me, and this can't attack. I know I got my guy last, but I think it... I don't think we're playing that. I think we get the secret out. Embrace heal? Yeah, I did want to embrace heal. It's just, if he gets to just push that damage... The 5-5 can't attack, right? That's the problem. So he pushes 6 phase damage. Then after that, I don't have a board. I have a 5-5 that can't attack. My opponent will add minions to his board after he attacks phase. And then I'm dead to Pyro. Whereas with this play, I potentially have stuff to retaliate with and keep myself healthy. Also, if he has a silence for the embrace, you also lose the game on the spot. Nice synergy with the mirror. Honestly, I just want shit on the board and I don't know. If that makes him feel safe, embrace was better. Yeah, I mean, I just gave you an explanation on why I didn't really like it, but that's fine, man. If you like it, then that's all that matters.
Time runs out on me.
Is this worth the Blizzard and Flame Strike? Sure. All of those things. The free is a really good draw. Probably just big boy Gruul, make him trade. Fester Root's too slow, I think.
Another round?
I think healing might make more sense in the Geo. Just for the long run, the Pyro damage. Pop, pop, ping. Wants to go here, right? Sets it up for messengers and shit. Pretty happy with the polymorph. The trade is pretty good for us. So we're currently dead to Pyro, right? If we mind control the water alley, you can kill it. If we embrace 8, 10, we can embrace and heal when it comes to us. Don't get to do anything with it though. It's actually a tough one. We have the Psychic Scream left, top deck. I think I might just remove more damage here.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
Could potentially MC that to stabilize. If he pings my face, that's really clever. Don't tell me you're... What's he gonna do? I'll just ping the tiger. Okay, sure. The Arcane Artificer is sick, but I can't use it. Not yet. Too bad, I would really love to use it. Fat coin here. Bop, bop, bop. MCing the ally instead of the tiger will let you freeze? No, you can't attack with it. Not the turn you steal it. So you take 2 additional damage from the kitty being up. Not that that's the end of the world, right? But I'm just saying your play doesn't work.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can kill the shroom and heal and not be dead. Can also kill the 4/4. Play out. We're always playing out, letting him deal with our things. I think it's just kill here, heal face. We still have messenger and priest to steal this, right? Whew, that's pretty good. We're gonna need to steal something really good. Like next turn, Shadow Priest. And then something really good from the Oracle. Nope. Yeah, this guy's like that tempo-y priest where it's really hard to get any stabilization done. It's a good draw though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we did? No, I can steal this. Oh, that's sad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, beats being dead.
Let me change your
We steal this for fatigue. Just hope we don't draw it, right? I don't think we can win anymore. No, we can't. Oh well, it was a good attempt. I don't think I played that well, so getting 11 is good.
The sun has set for me.
We'll see, maybe he does some weird plays. Shroom into Protector, play to win. I mean, he can just take all his minions and drag them to my face and kill me. If I steal the other one. You're dead if you take the mushroom, guys. Like, you're dead. You're like legit dead. Oh, you mean the shroom into taunt? Sure. I think it's over though. Like, just give him the... Or can I steal this? No, right? Okay.
Well played. You have better.
If I embrace the 5/5, maybe? Right? turn where you played 3-3-4 was the only potential misplay. Well, I would say that's unlikely that that's the only potential misplays, right? Oh yeah, versus the warrior I could have maybe kept Titar. So yeah, all 3 losses due to misplays. That's good news for Priest. It's actually really good news for Priest. Yeah, the mage had a really good deck versus 2 mind controls.